on YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team TSX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my competitive new era anti-meta deck profile for you guys today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Yesterday I posted a YGOPro duel commentary. This deck is a very strong deck, especially with the release of the brand new Beat Raptor. I decided to actually play around with Beat Raptor a little bit once it was released out of the Dark Neostorm Special Edition, and I thought it would be the best idea to actually incorporate Beat Raptor into an anti-meta stun variant deck. And let me tell you, it works really well. If you guys haven't seen the duel video yet, make sure you guys check it out. I'll leave a link to the duel video in the description box below where you guys can get access to this deck in action. And for those of you who are new to the channel for the very first time, welcome to the channel. Consider on hitting the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get notified on each time I upload videos. If you guys want to see more deck profiles like these, make sure you guys smash that 1,000 plus likes. They'll be absolutely amazing. Alright guys, enough talking. Without further ado, let's get started with this 2019 competitive anti-meta deck profile. We're going to play, of course, triple Beat Raptor. With the release of this card, anti-meta has gone a little bit better. If you guys are not familiar with Beat Raptor's ability, his effect reads that negate the effect of monsters in the extra monster zone while this card is in the main monster zone. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can special one Beat Raptor from your deck. You only use this effect of Beat Raptor once per turn. So basically, it's a skill drain for all the monsters in the extra monster zone. It has the stats of 1400 attack and 2000 defense. So usually, if you're going first, you're going to be able to normal summon this card and set a bunch of back rows. And if your opponent were to get rid of it by battle, you're going to be able to special summon another one directly from the deck. For example, against Trick Stars, they go Candina search Carobane, special summon Carobane, right? And then they enter battle phase, attack Beat Raptor with Candina. Beat Raptor will get destroyed, and then you're going to be able to special summon another Beat Raptor directly from the deck in defense position, so that way that Carobane can't run over Beat Raptor, which is really nice. And also in certain situations where your opponent will try to make Phoenix, okay, so they go into their Phoenix, enter battle phase, run over the Beat Raptor. Beat Raptor will get its special ability, special another Beat Raptor directly from the deck in defense position, so that way that during their main phase 2, they can't just link away the Phoenix into the Mermaid, so their combo basically just stops there, right? So Beat Raptor is just a really awesome skill drain for any deck that uses the extra monster zone. Decks of Salamand Greats, being able to just prevent Banelings from searching Field Spell, and also preventing Sunlight Wolf from activating its ability. And Sunlight Wolf can't even run over this card while this card is in defense position, which is insane. So Beat Raptor is just a really good overall, mini pseudo lockdown card for, monsters in the extra monster zone, which is really good. Triple Beat Raptor, this card wrecks Link monsters. For more anti-meta cards, you're gonna play, of course, Triple Inspector Border, really hard monster for your opponent to actually get rid of. Having Inspector Border with, Beat Raptor on the field, it just guarantees you a game from that point. Locks down majority of the combo decks in today's metagame, locks down Thunders, locks down Orcus, you know what I mean, preventing them from activating its effect. It's just really strong in today's metagame. So Triple Inspector Border for the OG stun, triple Falsadina. This card is absolutely incredible. If you guys do not know what this card's effect is, that neither player can special summon monsters. If this card is flip face up, destroy all special monsters on the field. So first turn you're able to set a bunch of back rows, set Falsadina, and then pass. If your opponent swarms their entire board with monsters, they attack into Falsadina, they pretty much just get their whole entire board wiped. It's just a really great stun card to prevent your opponent from special summoning. So these three cards right here, Falsadina, Inspector Border, and also Beat Raptor, these are all the monsters that you need to play in the deck. 9 monsters is all you need, because the spell cards basically help you draw into these cards. If you guys want to add Thunder King Rival, you guys can go ahead and do so. Use my deck list as a guide to what you guys can play in your own deck, right? But Falsadina, Beat Raptor, and Inspector Border are definitely standard for this variation of anti-meta that I'm showcasing you guys. So show Falsadina, and that's pretty much it. Rounds out for the monsters. The reason why you're playing a really low monster count is because all your spell card draw stuff, right? So triple Card of Demise, really powerful card, helps you draw 3 cards for absolutely free. A hand with Card of Demise and just 1 monster is the best hand, right? So Demise is really great. The more monsters you have, the less effective Card of Demise will be in your deck. So this is a God card in the deck. Show Pot of Extravagance, another God card in the deck. Free Pot of Greed for this deck. You don't use the extra deck whatsoever, other than for Super Polymerization. So Pot of Extravagance is just absolutely free Pot of Greed for this deck. So another God card, Pot of Extravagance. And last but not least, you want to play, of course, Triple Paw Duality. Helps dig 3 cards deeper into your deck to see your combo pieces. Helps see your Beat Raptor, your Falsadina, your Inspector Border. First turn is just really great. Just a quick note, the only thing that Pot of Extravagance conflicts with in this deck is with Card of the Demise. But you want to have the highest chance of actually seeing a draw card in your first turn opening hand so you can see your combo pieces. But Pot of Extravagance and Paw Duality will work together, because Paw Duality doesn't draw. It adds the reveal card to hand, the 9 God cards that you're playing in the decks. Next off, you'll play, of course, double Falsadig. Falsadig helps search Beat Raptor directly from the deck to your hand. You want to have the highest chance chances of actually seeing your Beat Raptor, Fossil Dino, respective border first turn. So, you know, seeing Fossil Dig, you know, means that you see Beat Raptor, right? Adds consistency to your deck to help, you know, stun your opponent more efficiently. So, no Fossil Dig is just really beautiful. Next off, double Moon Mirror Shield. This card is really powerful. Equip this with basically any of your monsters, makes them literally invincible. You know, equip Moon Mirror Shield with Beat Raptor. Beat Raptor can run over anything. It makes it really hard for your opponent to actually get rid of your floodgate monsters like Beat Raptor, Inspector Board, and also Fossil Dino. And also, if this card were to leave the field, you can pay 500 life points to either add this card on the top of your deck or on the bottom of your deck, right? So you can easily just put this card on top of your deck, draw it again, and just equip it to another monster and just beat over your opponent's problematic monster that they have on the field, right? So Moon Mirror Shield is just really great. So 2 copies of this card, absolute mandatory in the deck. And last but not least, for spells, I am playing double Necro Valley. Necro Valley is the most underrated field spell card in today's metagame. This card is so good. This card basically says that anything in the graveyard cannot be moved. Your opponent cannot special summon monsters from the graveyard. Your opponent cannot banish cards in the graveyard. They literally can't do anything. And Necro Valley is like, you know, activating Necro Valley immediately against Orcus or Thunders or Salmon Greats. You literally just win the duel, especially having a Floodgate monster on the side of the field. Necro Valley just makes, you know, all your monsters invincible, and at the same time, being able to just have access to a Floodgate like this in your deck alongside your Floodgate monsters is absolutely ridiculous. So Necro Valley prevents, you know, cards from getting banished, preventing cards from moving outside the graveyard. So in Orcus, they can't banish, can't special summon monsters from the graveyard. Salmon Greats, they can't special summon monsters from the graveyard. This card is just a really overall great Floodgate in today's metagame. Metalverse, right? Metalverse, if you don't see Necro Valley, you see Metalverse. Through your opponent's turn, you just activate Metalverse, activate Necro Valley directly from the deck, and then you just prevent your opponent from using their graveyard. And at the same time, you're probably going to have a Floodgate monster on your side of the field to accompany the Necro Valley. So it makes it really hard for your opponent to deal with this combo of a Floodgate monster with Necro Valley on the field. And that's pretty much for the spells. Before I get started with the traps, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get your awesome Team Samurai X1 sleeves and playmat today in the link in the description box below. They'll be absolutely amazing. A lot of you guys have been asking me what sleeves I'm using for all my deck profiles. I'm using my Team Samurai X1 card protector sleeves. These are very high quality, very durable sleeves. These sleeves are amazing. It has, you know, some sort of glare to them on the back. It's pretty nice, and the material is like, you know, a little bit textured. It's just really good. Very smooth shuffling as well. So if you guys definitely want to help support the channel, get your sleeves today in the link in the description box below at TSX1.com. I have white, purple, and also black. If you guys want to, you know, rock your Team Samurai X1 merch, get your playmats today. This is the 200k Red Eyes B-Dragon playmat. So get your sleeves and playmats today in the link in the description box below at TSX1.com. You guys are super amazing. Let's get started with our traps. So let's get started with the floodgates. You're gonna play, of course, triple. There can only be one. You're playing Beat Raptor, Inspector Border, and also Fossil Dino. And the really good thing about these cards is that these are all different types. So you have dinosaur, machines, and also rock. So that way that you can always control these cards on the board at all times. Really good card against Orcus. Really good against Thunders, you know, when they go into the Guard Dragon plays. Really great against Solomon Greats. This card is literally an auto win. Next I'm gonna play, of course, triple Solemn Strike. This card is so good. The reason why I'm playing Solemn Strike is because one, it's you know, stops monster summonings, which is really important. You want to try to, you know, prevent your opponent from summoning big monsters. You want to try to protect your monsters as much as possible, and the gating summon is just really important, especially if you're playing an anti-meta control based deck. So Solemn Strike is just really great. At the same time, I'm playing 3 Mirror Force, you know, 1 Drowning and double Storm Mirror Force. At times when, you know, your opponent will make that board, you know, in Thunder Dragons, they have the entire board of, like, you know, Titanic Galaxy. They have the Red Dragon Archfiend, like, you know, like they have the full combo board, right? If you open up with 1 Strike and 1 Storm Mirror Force, what you can do is that you can just set these 2 cards and pass. They enter battle phase, they switch all their monster attack, whatever. They attack with Hot Red, you activate Storm Mirror Force, they'll activate Hot Red to negate it, and then you just activate Solemn Strike. And at that point, their entire board will just be clear. Same thing with Drowning Mirror Force. Drowning Mirror Force, Solemn Strike is absolutely insane. You know, your opponent attacks, you have no monster on the board, activate Drowning, they negate, activate Solemn Strike, their board is just cleared. So Drowning is just really powerful, you know, to combine yourself off with Solemn Strike. So these 2 combinations is just really great for an anti-mana based deck. Another Floodgate, Macrocosmos, preventing cards from going to the graveyard is very important. With Solomon Greats, if they don't have a graveyard, they automatically lose, right? So Macrocosmos is really good. Orcus, if they don't have a graveyard, they can't do anything. Thunders, if they don't have a graveyard, they can't really, you know, further on advance through their plays, right? They can't banish for Legionnaire, they can't banish off the white and black dragons. Macrocosmos is just really great card overall in this anti-meta based deck, because you are not relying on the graveyard at all, right? So, you know, double Phantom Knight's sword and also double Phantom Knight's wings. It gives additional protection to all your monsters on the field, and also gives them an attack boost, which is really nice. Phantom Knight's wings gives you know, your monster a 500 attack boost, and Phantom Knight swords gives your monster an additional 800 attack boost. So makes Inspector Border 2800, makes Fossil Dino 2000, makes Beat Raptor 2200. So 2 swords, 2 wings, and 2 Moon Mirror Shield is the correct ratio I believe that you should be playing. And last but not least, you guys already seen double metaverse to get access into your Necro Valley. And that's pretty much it for your traps. For the extra deck, the only XCs that I see myself going to is, you know, Utopia Lightning and also Utopia for OTKs. For your Super Poly targets in the side deck, double Starry Venom Fusion Dragon, double Salamander Great Violet Chimera, you know, double Mega Fleet, one Fortress Dragon. Now you have Cherry targets because Anti-Meta can play Cherries, which is good. So Colossus, Skull Dread, LP, Sunlight Wolf, you know, Galatea, and the Rusty. And that's pretty much rounds off for your extra deck. All these cards are Super Polymerization targets and also for your Cherries targets as well. Here's what you guys can play in your side. Double Evenly Match, double Infinite Impermanence, and the fact that you can just set this card makes this card really wonderful. Double Super Polymerization. This card is like a free auto win against Salamander Greats to make Violet Chimera. Same thing with Fusion of Fire. Like against Salamander Greats, you slide these cards in. Double Summon Limit. Double Dark Bribe for Twin Twisters Negates, which is nice. And last but not least, we're going to play, of course, Triple Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries to round off for your side deck. So that's pretty much it for your side. Cherries in here because of these monsters right here. So that way that these are your targets of Cherries, which is really good. So that's pretty much it for the deck, guys. And this wraps off for our deck profile, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are about this deck in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you guys haven't seen the Duel video yet, make sure you guys check it out. And at the same time, I'll leave a link in the description box below for you guys to take a look for those of you who haven't already. And if you guys want to see more deck profiles like these, make sure you guys smash thumbs up button. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys get your Team TSX1 Sleeves and Playmat Today in the link in the description box below at TSX1.com. Let me know what your thoughts about this anti-meta deck in the comments section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Alright guys, it's your boy Sam from Team Sam signing out. Alright guys, peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a keen with it. Like, no, this league business.